Hey guys, today I wanted to update you guys on the Marquette cast iron skillet. It's been doing great. I've been using it for the last 4 or 5 days, and it's been doing great. One thing that I've noticed is that the skillet itself is accepting seasoning really well, so it's developing a great color just throughout the whole skillet itself. And I'm not that I'm blown away, but I'm very happy and very surprised with the results. So, here you guys can see the Marquette cast iron skillet. It's gotten darker, definitely darker. Looks a lot better, and a very uniform. You can see here, very uniform color. And it's looking great. Like I said, it's doing really well, and I'm very happy with just the results, the way it's doing. And like I said, just a great skillet all around. And the handle itself is grown on me, because in the beginning I didn't want to buy this skillet because I didn't like the handle design. I thought it was kind of iffy, but now that I have it in hand and I've used it, I like it a lot, just because it's very ergonomical. It's very comfortable to hold. It doesn't get as hot as your traditional handle, so it takes a little longer to heat up, but it still does. It will get hot, but not quickly, which is very nice. The other thing that I like about it is that it has a very very minimal grain to it. You can still hear, when you run your hand across it, the grain in it, but it's not like Lodge or some other, the traditional stuff you see in cast iron. It's not rough, and it's not polished either, and I think that's what helps it maintain a good seasoning. And again, I go with Smithy. Smithy is very polished. The inside is, just smooth as glass, but the downside to that is you get the seasoning isn't uniform. It's very splotchy. They still perform great, and there's benefits to having a smooth finish. One of the things that I've noticed, with the Marquette, is that cleaning up is easy. Everything just with a little bit of hot water and high pressure hot water, everything slides off. I don't even have to scrub it. And that's one of the things that I like a lot, is just that it does a great job with cleanup, with seasoning and cooking. It's a breeze. Nothing gets stuck, and if it does, a little wooden spatula or the plastic scrapers, they pick it up right away. But I don't even have to do that with this one, and it's nice. Like I said, with a little bit of hot water, and I don't use soap anymore, guys. So I've just been cleaning with hot water, and drying it thoroughly, adding a little oil, sticking it in either in the oven or doing a stovetop seasoning. But like I said, I've been using it, and like I said, it's developed a very uniform seasoning. Here you guys can see that it's very uniform. It's not oily, so it's not like I rub oil on it so you guys can see that it's black. No, it's developing a great seasoning, and the color is obviously getting darker. It's getting a darker patina. Right now was kind of a bronze color when I got it. Now it's a darker, copper shade, but or before it was a copper shade, now it's a darker bronze color. So like I said, guys, it's developing great seasoning. It's cooking really well, and I'm happy with it. The downside is obviously, guys, the price. This price range for the skillet, I want to say, is probably one of the most expensive skillets out there right now that are modern cast iron. And the reason being is that I want to say it's hand poured, or I don't know exactly what investment casting is, but I know it's different. It's not like your traditional Lodge, where they have a assembly line pretty much, where they're being mass produced. This is by hand, and I'm sure they sand them down by hand. So it's a very and obviously it's a lot of labor, and this is what makes the price go up. So like I said, guys, this skillet isn't for everybody. It's in a niche of its own, you know, in a category of its own, similar to butter pat. You know, butter pat also hand poured. Everything is handmade. Same thing with Stargazer, handmade. The thing is that, you know, and I mean with Field, almost every single one, all of the newer modern cast iron, I guess you could say the elite cast iron, is a more expensive price than your traditional Lodge or, you know, other brands like the I think the Greater Goods skillet, or, you know, like an Ozark, or a, you know, just one of those Chinese skillets. Those are a lot cheaper. I mean, you can get a, you know, a 10 and a half inch skillet from Walmart for $6 from China, and they perform great too. They, you know, but they're not necessarily meant to be like, if you lose it, like I said, if you go camping, you lose it, it's not going to be a big deal. This, on the other hand, you know, this is going to be an heirloom. You pass it down, you give it, you know, to somebody as a wedding gift, and it's going to be passed down, you know, and it could be in the family for a long time, versus something that is, you know, like a, not necessarily a throwaway item, but, you know, similar or close to that. Like I said, you know, the Asian skillets are a lot cheaper, so you can buy one, pick one up. If you were to go camping, you lose it, you can replace it for another $5-10. It's not a lot of money. So, and with these, you know, yes, you are spending more money, but the reason being is that they're made here in the USA. They're hand poured, you know, hand sanded, hand seasoned. So there's a lot of work involved, and that's what makes the price go up. So yeah, you guys, it's not meant for everybody, but I do, you know, they're doing a great job. I'm not sponsored by Marquette or anything like that, but they're doing a great job. And like I said, guys, I was always on the fence about this company, but now that I have it, you know, and this is what reviews are for, it's been doing a great job. You know, maintenance is very easy. You know, seasoning has been really easy. There's some companies out there, you know, like I said, Finex, Stargazer, especially Stargazer, because they also pretty much polish their surface. They're difficult to maintain. Their seasoning is difficult. Smithy as well, difficult to maintain. There's more work involved, especially if you want a very uniform coat, like you see, you know, in vintage cast iron. They have a uniform seasoning. You're not gonna. It's gonna be hard, and it's gonna take time. You know, I'm not saying that it won't develop. You will get good seasoning, you know, throughout the years. The more you cook with it, yes, it is true. The more you cook with it, the better it's gonna get. And if you want a, you know, a uniform, easy, you know, cast iron that's not going to require too much maintenance, you know, yeah, the Marquette is great, the butter pat is great, Lodge is great, and Lodge is at a great price, guys. But like I said, this skillet is, you know, pros and cons. Price is one of them, a con. One of the other things that I feel like is maybe a con is how thin it is, because it's you know, it heats up a lot quicker, but it doesn't retain heat after you know, turn it off, you know, or get it off the burner. The heat retention is, you know, it cools down a lot quicker. I mean, for others, that's a good thing. So like I said, it just depends on you, honestly. What are you going to be using it to cook with? You know, what are you going to be using it, things like that. So what I found that this cast iron skillet is good for is for, you know, like doing chicken, searing steaks. It's fairly decent. You know, the heavier cast iron is going to retain more heat, and it's going to give you a great sear. But this one, I did, you know, a ribeye, and I posted a video about it, and it did great. So I was, you know, I was very happy with its performance. So will a Lodge do something similar to this? Yes, of course. You know, Lodge can do the same thing. You know, cheaper. Even a China cast iron skillet is going to sear well. like I said, it's just personal preference. The thing that I like about the Marquette cast iron skillet is just that cleanup is easy, seasoning has been easy. The weight itself is great as well, because you pick up a Lodge and they are heavy. You pick up, even a Chinese manufactured skillet is going to be heavy, but with these, thinner sidewalls, they're saving weight on the sidewalls, a little bit on the, the handle design possibly. You can get some weight loss there. So, they're doing their thing to maintain the weight, lower than your traditional cast iron. So those are the, some pros and cons with it. But like I said, not everybody's going to pick up this skillet, and that's okay. You don't need a Marquette cast iron skillet. If you receive one, or if you do want to buy one and you're in the position to buy yourself one, then I recommend it. I do recommend this cast iron skillet. So if you guys, like I said, if you guys want to look into Marquette, great product. It's performed great, and I'm very happy with it. So, moving on to the final part of this review or update. Like I said, very happy with it. It does great, no issues whatsoever. And so far, these past 5 days have been terrific. I've cooked great meals with it. My food has turned out great. Some, maybe even better than what I usually get with some other, skillets. But, or maybe my cooking skills have gotten a little better. I don't know. All I know is that yes, it's performed really well, and I've been very happy and pleased with the way it, cooks, sears, and seasoning, maintenance, all that stuff, that go into cast iron. So, like I said, guys, highly recommend it. The price, yes, but like I said, this is, if you have the ability to buy yourself one, I do recommend that you check out Marquette cast iron skillets. So anyway, that's pretty much just some thoughts that I have for, Marquette. Moving on, over the weekend, I have actually a company luncheon that we're having at my work, and they've seen that I've been cooking more and things like that. So they asked me if I wanted to cook something, and so I said yeah, I can cook something. And they said, hey, do you think you can possibly do some ribs? I said yeah, I'll give it a try. I've never done it before, but I'll do some trial runs. And my boss, my boss, he said, I'll give you a company credit card, take a day or two and practice, and during work hours, take some time off and practice and do trial runs. And I want you to kind of, when you come on Wednesday, you'll be prepared and do whatever you want to do. So he gave me a company credit card to buy the food, to buy the ingredients, to practice, things like that. And so over the weekend, like I said, I did a little bit of recording of what I did with the barbecue ribs. I did St. Louis ribs, and I did a rub from Kinder's, and they've been, and like I said, I have some videos. I also wanted to do a little bit of to bring along side dishes. I want to do mac and cheese, and I did Jeffrey from what's his name? Jeffrey's channel on YouTube. I forget his YouTube channel. I'm sorry, guys, but the Culinary Fanatic, actually, that's his name. That's his channel. I followed his recipe, and I did a mac and cheese that he has a recipe for. So if you guys haven't, if you guys are looking for a good mac and cheese recipe, I do recommend the Culinary Fanatics recipe. Check it out, guys. He has tons of views on that, and he does it, in a skillet, or I'm sorry, a Lodge enamel Dutch oven. So I follow that one, and I want to take that recipe. So I did my own on a Lodge camping Dutch oven. So I recorded that, guys. And then I also did a Mexican style cornbread, which was, adding some diced jalapeno along with some bacon, and also did it in the camping Dutch oven. So like I said, very short clips of me, what I did over the weekend, and I'm going to show you guys in a minute. So I hope you guys enjoy this quick little update, I guess you could say. It's not really quick since it's going to be about 20 minutes long. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm thinking it's going to be about 20 minutes. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys, you know, enjoyed this stuff and what I'm talking to you guys about, and the, like I said, the Marquette, my thoughts on it so far. And I want to do more reviews like this, you know, with my other cast iron that I have, like Smithy, Stargazer, Butterpat, Finex. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll post a video, you know, showcasing and my thoughts, and I'll maybe take a week or so of cooking with it, and you know, give you guys more info about it. So, you know, whatever company you guys want to know about, because I got a big collection now. I can do reviews on that and let you guys know what my thoughts are. But anyway, like I said, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy these you know, clips of me cooking over the weekend.